3 of the SRL Season 3 Championship, this time for the Chinese Grand Prix. And alongside me today will be James Casey for the first time this season.
Yeah, I'm back. Have you missed me? Probably not. And yeah, looking forward to this race in China, and hoping that it'll be a good one. This is probably going to be a one-time only comeback, so I'm hoping it will be a nice and exciting race.
Indeed, in China, long straight, back straight, that will promote some overtaking. I'm sure we'll have some interesting racing. Well, that's the hope. That's the hope. I mean, you never know. But qualifying, obviously, I mean, right now we've obviously got two championship rivals, Robbie Z and Mike Marshmallow, contesting for the championship, both on equal points, 43 abreast. So that will be interesting to see how that all pans out here in China. However, I remember last week that Upton told me this probably was his weaker track, or next track's not as good for him. So we'll see how that all goes. Archie Matiz is doing well in third place with 21 points. And then we have Justin Millars on actually very impressive amount of consistency with 18 points. Push 9-4 in fifth with 16 points. Then we have Danny M7 in sixth with 15 points. 12 points for Iseki. Commandos on 11 points. Then Yi is on 8 points as well, and we've got 4 points for Gorch and 2 points for Oh My God It's Joe, and then 1 point for Marizano AFCA. So that is a lot of the running and everything else. Everyone else hasn't scored yet. But that is pretty much everything. And so far this season, we've seen the bar set pretty high from both Mike and I. Obviously, both were championship rivals going into towards the end of last season, and obviously Mike came away with it. And here again, once again, we've got RBZ competing with him, and definitely like we expected to happen as well. And this man, done at F1, hasn't scored any points this season so far, and Bahrain he had some very good pace, and it all got taken away from him by any of his own fault. But I'm sure we expect some a decent performance here. Some good points would be a good way to start his season technically. But I think it'll be interesting to see how this race pans out. And China, lots of overtaking opportunities, definitely down to turn one. That back straight, it's going to be, if you get a really good run from that, from the corner before the back straight, you've got a very good chance of actually getting past someone. So we'll see how things go. But you never know this race, and I don't know if it's going to rain. We don't know the forecast, obviously, so it's going to also depend on the forecast as well. But hoping, as this is a very quite an easy track to overtake out, I would say. I mean, most tracks are quite easy to overtake out at this game, but there's also an opportunity to run this track, and I'm hoping for a good one. I invite you back, James. I don't know if he's left. Oh, he's connecting. Anyway, we'll have a look at our standings right now as we sort out technical difficulties. I think we'll try and go to the first man on the track right now. And Danny M7 is currently on a lap, so we're going to ride on board with him, I think. Hi, James.
Yep, I'm back.
I was all alone, I was like talking to myself, and I was like, oh no, where's he gone?
Yeah,
So we're going to wait for our Giovinazzi on his lap. I'm going to ride on board with him, going into turn one. There's some points this season, actually, another one as well, but we can go down to turn one, let's see how he goes. Oh, way too fast into there, and he's gone very deep and very wide there, so that's his lap over pretty much. But Mike is the leader right now, and I think he's going to go heading onto our lap right now. So right on board with the championship leader, or joint championship leader with RBZ. Here we go. DRS wide open, and onto a lap he goes. Let's see how he takes the first set of corners. It's quite difficult, this first complex corners, isn't it, James?
Yes, yeah. very easy to lose time just by running a little bit wide, and it will take you further offline as you go through the entire section. So yeah, a lot of time to be lost. Quite a bit of time to be gained if you get it right.
Mike has done it pretty well. Not the fastest I've seen, but done a really decent, slow job. Obviously, setting a bank up at this stage, nothing too, nothing too drastic at this point. Just trying to set the bar and just get into rhythm. And Grumpy Lion has gone top on 37.7, but we are sure that will be beaten further. Double left-hander here can be quite difficult, as VBR Das is top the session at 34.5. A little bit of oversteer from Mike, but he short shifts it through it quite well, and it's a pretty decent second to do as well. As SRL Monster joins back. He's a good exit through this long right-hander. It's very easy to get on the power too quickly, and he's short shifting quite nicely to reduce the oversteer, and he gets a pretty decent exit from there down this back straight. He has got someone in front of him, so maybe they're slower. He might be able to get some sort of slipstream or even some slipstream to the line as they try and get some space. He has a hairpin now. It's very hard to provide braking zone down to first gear. He'll have to need to go down to, which he's actually go down to second, not first. It's a really good run from that. A little bit of oversteer though. And then to the last one now, needs a good exit on a run on the, cuts it a little bit. And I don't know if that's a lap over, but it might be okay actually. It actually is a lap over. I thought that was a corner cut, so but out that one at the end. Surprised me. Looking like he's got a little bit of understeer right now, or he's just using oil. He was running quite well in Abu Dhabi actually. I think he was leading that race, but then it all went to pot. But here we should. I'm hoping it's definitely going to be up there in the top 5. There's no doubt in that. You know, I'm hoping that he can maybe mix it up with the top guys like Mike and RBZ, and he was doing that at Bahrain, but didn't really have the luck round there. He's gone very wide there though, as I said that, and he's lost a lot of time from that, and that will be his lap over. Project 94, how's he doing? He might be on an out lap. I just completely forgot what I'm going to say here. I'm just going to I don't know. I just let them do their thing. I have consumed some alcohol, though. Okay. A pint, but mind me. Oh, RBZ, currently down in 15th place. I'm hoping he's on a lap, please. I keep telling people they're not on laps. He's not on one either. Who is on laps? Alright, a minute. Oh, so Das is actually on top of 34.5. We expect that to be beaten shortly. But because Dutch Milaz is on a soft on a 40. 35.5. Very good. Bernard on 36.0. But he's actually improving right now. So we might try and go and bundle with Burnout. Where is he? There he is. And he's coming through that long right-hander now. And he's got a little bit of traffic in front of him. But you never know. It might work out for him in the end. DRS wide open. You've got the hairpin coming up right now. Also, I'm guessing on a pad, you'll be shifting down to first gear, not second. He does go into first gear, second, now third, now fourth. The reduce that wheel spin, and he's got a pretty good run through there actually. And then last corner now, no, he pops into pit lane. So I'm guessing he's probably losing time on that second run on the soft tyres, which obviously you would assume. Project 94 currently in 6th place on that set of super softs. I'm guessing that's not very representative. Mare, I think, is not doing much either. RBZ, I think he's actually on a lap now, so we're right on board with the joint championship leader as he's short shifting like crazy. So maybe he's out of his lap already, maybe he's just doing an out lap. Raimundo is not on a lap. Actually, no, he's on a lap. Actually, right on board with Raimundo. Currently had a bit of bad luck at the start of the season. Deserved Bella, actually. He's not been getting the results that he deserves, I think, in some ways. I think he deserves better results, so the round driver, hopefully, you'll be able to get something. And he's suffering a little bit of understeer there in that Renault. And looking for a lot as well, actually, not getting the correct line. But otherwise, not too bad. And now into this left-hander. And then the long right-hander. And he's got a bit of RBZ in the front of him, so he might be able to get some sort of slipstream down the straight, which might help him, actually, here. So, but it's on the soft compound, so this won't be his fastest after the session, surely. Bit of slipstream here. Here we go, slipstreaming down the straight. A little bit of teamwork going on. DRS activated now. And RBZ will back out of this, I would assume. Yes, he will. And then down into the braking zone now. Down to first gear for Commando. And shifting second and third, now fourth. And now last corner coming up right now. Down to fourth gear. And it comes across the line. Let's see what it's going to be. And it's going to be P2. 7 times down. So about a 35.2, I believe it is. And that's not a bad time from him otherwise, I think. Pretty good time.
Yet to see representative times from a lot of other drivers there, so I think that
yeah,
will
definitely.
quite quickly drop him down the field.
And super soft runs as well. Actually, we're not seeing many of those. We're only seeing like 1 or 2. So I think you're right. The order will change as we go on. Giovinazzi might be on a little bit of a lap here. I don't know. No, he's going on to 1. So we're on board with RL Giovinazzi. Down 1 now. And not really getting it in there. He's suffering a little bit of an understeer, I can tell. And he's just not getting the car in as much as he's not getting the car bitten in, really. He just understeering a little bit of a pig, really. And a little bit of oversteer on the exit. Not the best, not the ideal exit that he wanted. But other than that, not too bad. I think there's an improvement so far. Man driver. Yeah, no one's really set any best lap times, really. I mean, we haven't seen the best, and I'm so surprised. But Giovinazzi is on a 26.6 currently. And double left-hander. A little bit of oversteer. Oh, lots of oversteer there. Very much a handful. Now second set completed. And now into the left and the right complex. The right one very long, obviously, so he needs to get a really good exit through here. Which he does. Actually no, a little bit of oversteer actually on the in the part of that, but he got that okay. And down this long back straight. DRS activated. Now into the braking zone, a hairpin. And get a pretty good run actually from that. And now into the last corner. And here he comes, DRS activated right now, and across the line he comes, and it's going to be 4th place. So not too bad, a decent banker for him, but surely more time from that than an F1 on a set of super softs. So we'll see if he's actually on a lap right now. He might just be on a... Don't know me, I get confused between a fast lap or an out lap. But I think actually he's on a fast lap, so he's on a 26.1 in the first sector, which is not too bad. It's a good exit from here, which he does get... Oh, a little bit wide though, and I think he definitely backed out of that, surely. Or maybe just lost time deliberately, so this won't be his best lap of the session. I definitely think he's actually backed out of this one, so yeah, I think this won't be as because he wants to. Push 9.4 still on a set of soft tyres. Oh my god, Joe's on a set of super softs. So BO2 Sander, nice to see that you're watching the stream. SRL Monster, how's he doing? He's on sitting in the Williams. He is on an improvement lap. And heading down into the hairpin now, 2nd gear, shifting to 3rd and now 4th. Now into the last corner, needs a good run from here. Let's see what's going to put him. Currently 4 seconds down, but I'm sure he'll improve on this lap. And across the line, and it's 2.9, so he's improved down to 13th place. Matiz on an out lap. Arbiters on an out lap. Burnout is out there. Currently in P2, 3 times down on the best time from... is it still, who is it from? It's VBR Dat actually, did a really good time there, 34.5. And then Burnout's on 34.9. So a couple of tons there in there for Burnout there, you expect. It's quite quiet out there, isn't it, James? Nothing really going on. Gorge Crab's on a lap though.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of people just on out laps now, getting ready for the big thing.
Oh no, Danny's left the session though. That's a surprise. And BB6 Racing's joined. I don't know what's going on here. Just people are leaving and coming back. lots of understeer there from Gorge there, and I think it's struggling with the balance. Yeah, I think Gorge is just, yeah, there's not really much going on. Because he's in 8th place, so he's improved. Gorge, I think we're just gonna run a ball with the rest of Gorge. He's actually just, I think he's paused his, yeah, he's paused it. He's not actually on a lap. Everyone's just doing their own thing, really. Arjun Tiz coming across the line, gonna start his own lap. So we're on a ball with Arjun Tiz, currently 3rd in the Driver Championship. Into turn 1 now, long right-hander, and now in 2nd gear, trying to get to the apex, which he does do. Now 2nd corner now, needs to make sure he shifts through it, so he doesn't get lots of oversteer, which he does. But a pretty good actually run through there for Arjumitiz. Heading down into this corner now, sort of like a 90-degree corner, which he hits it quite nicely. Needs a good run through there, which he does actually get. Now into the fast left and then right. And he takes it pretty nicely, actually. The right habit very much slower. And now into the double left-hander right now. You need a really good exit from the last part of this one, actually. And it's particularly here. And he does get a pretty nice exit. Very gentle on the throttle. Not really pushing the limits, obviously, not on the super stuff yet. Whether or not he will qualify on super stuff is another thing. Now, the long right-hander now. Needs to make sure he gets a really decent run here. Which he does do. And then this long back straight. Where he'll be probably around the 210 mph mark at least. And now the hairpin needs to get a good run from here. And now the last corner now needs to make sure he doesn't actually. Oh, I think he's coloured there actually, but he'll continue on with his lap. Now across the line he comes. And he obviously he was 10th down on the leader, but it's 19th because he actually cut the corner. But no one really on any good laps. So it's going to Lars might be on one. Let's have a look at him. It's how see how he's doing. I think he's currently in P4, so I think he's on an improvement. So we'll run a ball with him. One of the best of first sectors though.
It's like he's gone just behind Dast.
That was a really good lap from Dash, wasn't it?
Yeah, to be honest, I thought that it was just no one was near him because it was early in the session, but it was actually a very good lap because he's still there with a few minutes to go, man.
Lars now got a bit of assistance from his teammates. This might help him up the order a little bit. It might improve his sectors. And now Slipstream and now DRS. And the Lost Row will get out of the way. Some nice teamwork going on here. Obviously did it with Carmundo, and Lars has done it with Lost Warrior. So down into this hairpin now, down the 1st gear, 2nd, now 3rd, to reduce the wheel spin. And now last corner coming up now, Carmundo has retired from the session, so that's his session over. And then across the line, Dutch from Lars comes, let's see where it's going to put him, and it's going to be P1, 34.3. So yeah, that was a very good lap with that Slipstream.
Slipstream RL?
Yeah, the league and they're all doing it.
I finally found out why it's called that.
Copying Ferrari actually. Fucking Ferrari Monza.
Burn out, let's see what he does. And he's going on to a lap, so this could be his last of the session, I would assume. Long right-hander now. Not the best actually, lines through there. He's ridden on the grass. That could be it, but I think it might continue on. We'll just see what his first hit is like. Got a bit of traffic in the way though. If you like get the way quickly, and that is Matiz. It's the apex nicely. He's a good run from there. He's still continuing on, so maybe this is just yeah, she is a 10th up, and I do think that's probably another 10th in it. If he didn't screw it up, so it wouldn't have screwed up that first sector. Suffering a little bit of understeer. Now needs a good run from here, but it's getting a lot of traffic is actually in the way and sort of hurting him a little bit. look at his second sector, shall we?
Dutch Gamer Lars is giving back the favour to the Lost Warrior.
Up.
Bit of slipstream down straight.
And now here comes Bernard down this straight. This might be this is going to be an improvement. Now the hairpin coming up now. Get this one pretty nicely, and down the first gear he goes. Struggles in the second and third now. A little bit of oversteer there, and that will cost him his exit. Lars going now, needs to make sure he doesn't cut it. And he doesn't. Gets it pretty spot on, and across the line he comes. And it's going to be a second place, so 1 tenth off. And that's a front row start from him, so he will avoid trouble if he finishes there. So very nice from Burnout there in second place. Promising. How's RBZ doing? Is he actually on a lap right now? I think he might have done his. Anyone else on flying? Matiz has actually done his session. So a lot of people are running on the soft compounds at the start of this race. So I think that is it from the session. That is going to be your race order. A lot of people going with these soft compounds at the start. So that is good. Let's see what Burnout said to me. Then actually said it was not a good of a lap, which is interesting. I'm assuming that he just wasn't happy with it. So he probably thought they could have got pole positions, but you never know. He might be leading into someone, but he might be on a different strategy compared to a lot of the drivers behind him, like RBZ and them lot. So good stuff, and that means that Lars will take his pole position, first pole position of the season for him, and GG to him. Waiting just for everyone to start, and then we'll be action underway. There you go, that is your race order. Dutchman Lars takes pole position for the Chinese Grand Prix, ahead of Bernard F1 in second place. Third place for BR Badas, fourth place for Iseki, fifth place for RBZ. It's the first of the soft runners. Argument is in sixth place, seventh for Mike Marshmallow, eighth for V6 Racing, ninth for Commando, and 10th for Surprise Mare. 11th for Marazano AFCA, 12th for Gorge Crab, 13th for RLJ Nazi, 14th for RM McGuire's Joe, 15th for Lost Warrior, and 16th for Project 94, 17th for Danny M7, 18th for SRL Monster, and then that is their order. And out of that lot, I think Danny Emerson will be very disappointed with that lap. A lot of the guys outside top 10 will be running the sort of soft compound at least anyway, because, you know, they're allowed to do that here. So you expect from 5th place downwards that they're going to be all on soft compounds, and the top 4 definitely are going to be a little bit vulnerable coming to strategy, and I think that'd be a bit of an issue for them. So very interesting qualifying there. I think looking at it, I think realistically, you got to think that Danny Emerson's going to have a long race ahead of him. Deserves better than that. But I think it puts Arbis in a very good situation as long as he gets a very clean start. So, but if he actually has some chaos at the start, with like the guys in front of him, then people like Mike Marshmallow and Matthias might be able to look into that. So, not bad actually, and I think it makes it for a very interesting race. And I'm guessing it's gonna be a dry run, because if people qualify on softs, then that's bound to be a dry race, surely.
Yeah, you would imagine if people have looked at the forecast that they would realise to qualify on super soft tyres.
Right now, no one's actually ready up on my screen. I'm just sitting here on the standings.
Yeah, so am I. Someone needs to press advance.
I would.
But then if
Just
you do,
everyone's got
you
for a
can
tip.
leave.
Unless if everyone just went for a tea break. Oh, what's going on? Oh, tell me they're ready up. There you go. Oh,